Yes, happy morning, my dear students. How are you? Now, what I am going to, after completing the arithmetic progression, it means aloo ka paratha, I am going to start the new chapter, coordinate geometry. And I hope you will also enjoy the coordinate geometry. And I am highly thankful to all of you that you are going through my videos and you are just going through it. Okay, you will get the coordinate geometry now this week. Let us see what is the coordinate geometry and how to clear the basic concepts. See, this is plus x, this is minus x, this is plus y, and this is minus y. This is called the vertical line, this is called horizontal line, and the point of intersection of these two lines is called origin. The point of intersection of these two lines is called origin. This is vertical line and this is horizontal line. Now suppose if you are taking, this is point 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I am just giving you the basic concept, fundamental of the coordinate geometry. Suppose this is 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. This is called first quadrant, this is called second quadrant, this is called third quadrant, and this is called fourth quadrant. Now suppose I have to plot the point 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3 means 2 will be here and 3 will be here. The point will lie in the first quadrant. This is 2 and this is 3. First is called the x coordinate and second will call the y coordinate. So this is 2, 3. So this point will be 2, 3. So this point P is called 2, 3. This is 2 and this is 3. Now suppose this is minus x, this is plus x, this is plus y, and this is minus y. Now minus 2, 3. So minus 2 will be here and 3 will be here. So this is minus 2, 3. So positive point, both x and y are positive. This is x, y. If both x and y are positive, it lies in the first quadrant. If x is negative, y is positive, lies in the second quadrant. Now suppose this is minus 2, minus 3. The minus 2 will be here, this is minus 2 and 3 will be here. It is also negative. So if x and y both are negative, this minus 2, minus 3 will lie in the third quadrant. Now suppose if this is, you are getting 2 and this is 3. It means 2 is positive and y is negative. So 2, minus 3. It means it lies in the fourth quadrant. If x and y both are positive, first quadrant, minus 2, 3, x is negative, y is positive in the second quadrant. Both are negative, third quadrant, and this is x is positive and y is negative, this is fourth quadrant. X coordinate is called the abscissa and the y coordinate is called ordinate. And this point of intersection of these two lines is called origin. I hope this is clear to you. I am just taking this chapter, coordinate geometry, for class 10th. Now, suppose this is y-axis, this is x-axis. This is plus x, this is plus y, this is minus x, and this is minus y. And this point of intersection of these two lines is called origin. Now suppose if the point lies on the x-axis, positive x-axis. If the point lies on x-axis, it means suppose this is 1, 2 and 3. This point. So these coordinates of this point will be 3, 0. It means if the point lies on the x-axis, positive x-axis, then the y coordinate will be 0. And suppose if you are taking this is 1, 2 and 3, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3, and this point minus 3 comma 0. It means if the point lies on negative x-axis, for the y coordinate will be 0. So this point the coordinates are minus 3 comma 0. Suppose similarly if you are taking on y 1, 2 and 3. If you are taking this point, if you are going to consider this point, it means this is 3 comma 0 comma 3. It means this point is 3, 1, 2 and 3. X point is not there. If the point lies on the y-axis, then the x coordinate will be 0. And if the point lies on the x-axis, then the y coordinate will be 0. And the point lies on the y-axis, x coordinate will be 0. Now suppose you are getting 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Minus. So this point if you are taking this point, so this coordinate will be 0 comma minus 3. It means if the point lies on the negative y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. I hope this is clear to you. Now suppose it means this is 0 comma 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. This is 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, minus y, this is plus y, minus x and this is plus x. Now 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now suppose if the line is parallel to y-axis, it means if the line is parallel to y-axis, suppose it passing like this from this point. If the line is parallel to y-axis, so these coordinates are 2 comma 0. If the line is parallel to y-axis, for that x coordinate is 0. If the line is parallel to x-axis, like this, so this 0 comma 2, 0 comma 2. It means if the line is parallel to x-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. And if the line is parallel to y-axis, the y coordinate will be 0. I hope this is clear to you. Now, the distance between 2 points. How to find the distance between 2 points? Distance between 2 points means if A is a point x1 comma y1 and B is a point x2 comma y2. Okay, now suppose like this. This point is x1 comma y1 and this point is x2 comma y2. A point and B point. And now you have to find the distance between 2 points. The distance between 2 points, when you have to find the distance between 2 points like this. The distance between 2 points, the formula is how to find the distance between 2 points. AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance between 2 points. AB is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now suppose these are the 2 points. A point is 2 comma 3 and B point is 5 comma minus 6. And now you have to find the distance between 2 points. How to find? Let us see. AB, I am just taking the example. AB is equal to, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. And now you have to find the distance between 2 points. AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square, 5 minus 2 whole square plus minus 6 minus 3 whole square. It means is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square, so 5 minus 2 whole square, and this is y2 means minus 6 minus 3 whole square. So 5 minus 2 means 3, 3 square means 9, plus minus 6 minus 3 minus 9 whole square means 81. So under root 6 plus 3 9, 9 square means 81, 5 minus 2 3 is the answer. So distance is under root 90. I am just taking the numerical value here, and the distance between 2 points is A is 2 comma 3, B is 5 comma minus 6. The distance between 2 points means under root x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. And this is the distance between 2 points. If centimeter, meter, nothing is there, you can write under root 90 units, no problem. Now suppose if you have to find the distance between 2 points, A is 4 comma 5 and B is 6 comma 7, and now you have to find the distance between 2 points. It means this is x1 comma y1, this is x2 comma y2, and now you have to find the distance between 2 points. So AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 6 minus 4 whole square plus 7 minus 5 whole square is equal to under root 6 minus 4 means 2, 2 square means 4, plus 7 minus 5 means 2, 2 square means 4. It means under root 8. Under root 8 means you can write under root 4 into 2. The square root of 4 is 2, 2 under root 2. The answer is 2 under root 2. Similarly, when the 3 points are given to you, if 3 points are given to you, if 3 points are given to you, A is 2 comma 4, B is 5 comma 6, and C is again 4 comma 6. A, B, and these are the 3 points, A, B and C. What you will do, suppose if you have to show the points are of the equilateral triangle, it means you will find AB, BC and AC. If these all the 3 sides are equal, then you will take these are the points of equilateral triangle. If any 2 points, it means any 2 distances are equal, AB or BC are equal, BC or AC equal, and AB and AC are equal. If the 2 sides are equal, then this triangle is isosceles triangle. ये triangle कैसो? Iso. It means isosceles triangle. If all the 3 sides are of the different length, it is called scalene triangle. Similarly, you can go for the 4 point also. If AB, BC, CD and AD, if you find all the 4 sides, if all the 4 sides are equal, it may be square, it may be rhombus. Every square is a rhombus, but rhombus is not a square, because all the 4 sides are equal in both the cases, rhombus and square. But in square, all the angles are 90 degree. But in rhombus, all the angles are not 90 degree. Clear? Let us see. Now you have to find AB, BC and AC. So AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Same formula you have to apply here. So AB is equal to under root x1 y1 x2 y2, 5 minus 2 plus 6 minus 4 whole square. AB is equal to under root 5 minus 2 means 3, 3 square means 9, 6 minus 4 2, 2 square means 4. Answer is under root 13. So AB is equal to under root 13. Now find BC. BC is equal to under root 4 minus 5 x1 y1 x2 y2, 4 minus 5 whole square plus 6 minus 6 whole square. Under root minus 1 whole square means 1, plus 6 minus 6 means 0. Under root 1, it is 1. Third side will be AC is equal to under root 4 minus 2 whole square plus 6 minus 4 whole square. 4 minus 2 whole square and 6 minus 4 whole square. Under root 4 minus 2 means 2 square means 4 plus 6 minus 2 4. Under root 8 it means 2 root 2 because 4 into 2 you can write 4 2 root 2. All the three sides are of the different length. It means these are the points of a scalene triangle because AB, BC and AC all are of the different length. AB you got, BC and AC all are of the different length. It means these are the points of a scalene triangle. I hope this is clear to all of you. Thank you and have a nice day. Now this whole week you will get my different lectures about the coordinate geometry. And most probably I am going to give you so many lectures about class 12 mathematics also. Go through the active mathematics. Thank you and have a nice day.